Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my match reaction to the game last night. Now, overall thoughts going into this game, I wasn't too sure on what to expect. Speaking with friends and family, I basically predicted it was either going to be very similar to the United game where we dominated and didn't score and we were going to win 1-0 or something, or it was going to be a bit of a goal fest. Now, obviously we ended up having a bit of a goal fest. So I'm all good for that. But I do think as well, that XG that we had, we should have scored about 10 or 11 last night, in all seriousness, shouldn't we? Just check loading league table now. Obviously we won last night, and it makes us 3 points clear at the top of the league. City do have a game in hand, and if they were to win that game, they'd be 2 points behind us. When do they play? It must just be after the thing. We've got West Ham and Brighton tonight, so I don't know. They must still have a game. They just don't know when they're playing that game in hand. Anyway, they'd be 2 points behind us if they were to win that. And yeah, just amazing, guys. Really amazing game for us, I think. Just to pick out some individual positives, because I do have some negatives as well. Luis Diaz, I'm going to start with this guy because I called him out in a recent video, basically saying that if he didn't pick up and get back to the form that he showed previously, that Liverpool may look to sell him this summer. I'd be looking to move him on. And last night was probably his best game in a long while for Liverpool. And this does kind of tie into the next player I'm going to talk about. But just because he's had one good game for us in in a long time, I have not really changed my opinion of what I've said. I need consistency. Show that again. Keep it going. And you've won me back over. I thought he played really well last night. Talking about consistency, I'm going to have to eat my own words here now. Those of you that have been following the channel for a fair bit know that I have not been the biggest fan of Curtis Jones. Now, since he's come back into the team, he has shown the consistency that I've been asking for. And I did think to start with that he was kind of just living off that goal that he scored against Everton. Wasn't really consistent. I know he didn't get a lot of game time and stuff like that, but I never really thought he seized his chance when he came back on the pitch as well. But I think this has been his breakthrough season for me. He's shown a lot of consistency, and I think, in my opinion, he probably would be one of the first names on the team sheet. He's keeping Gravenberch out of the team. When McAllister and Endo are both back, there's a question there. Like, does McAllister move further forward and Endo drop into the 6? That would be a question there. But for the time being, Curtis Jones, he's earned his place in the starting 11. I thought he was amazing again last night. And then, just to pick up two people as well that have done consistently well since they've come in to step up for injuries. Joe Gomez and Endo, I believe them two have, again, stepped up, shown really well why they've come into the team. Endo, for me, as much as I chastised Fabrizio Romano with saying what I said in regards to, Romano making out that Endo was one of the top names that they were going to sign all summer and stuff like that. Give it a rest, mate. Like, we know they tried to sign somebody else. But now that he's here, and for the money we've paid for, and the performances he's been putting in, he could become one of the signings of the season, guys. He was really good last night. He's a destructor in the midfield, and he just wins the ball back, and he's got a bit of bite about him as well. It's a good job he wears that gum shield. But yeah, again, he's blown me away, and as Joe Gomez as well. He's played that position before. It's not generally the correct foot that he uses over there. You need to be left-footed, and he's more of a right footer. But again, he's just shown consistency in defending on the left-back side of everything. And then you can't go any further, can we really, guys, without talking about the man, the myth, the legend, I said Luis Suarez then, Mo Salah. I think that now he has become probably the best player I've seen play for Liverpool in my lifetime. You run out of superlatives for him. We're going to miss him when he goes away to the AFCON. 2 goals last night. Missed the penalty, didn't let him phase him. I'm not going to lie, when he missed that penalty, I was kind of like, oh, this is going to be Man United again, innit? We're not going to score today. But he kept going. And his assists as well, and the way he gets involved in the build-up play shows he's not that selfish player that everyone kind of makes out that he is. So, yeah, Mo Salah for me, amazing player. Probably, like I said, he's probably the best player that's played for Liverpool in my lifetime. Let me know down below if you agree with that. Then we've got to talk about a few negatives now, and I think we can't go any further really without talking about Darwin Nunez now. I don't know what we do with him, guys, because I was thinking about this after the game, and I was like, can't drop him still. As much as he doesn't score a goal, and as much as when Gakpo and Jota came on, it brought life to the attack. I still wouldn't drop Nunez, just because I think when he's not playing, it shows, and we do miss the guy, causing havoc for the centre backs, and his pace and his work rate and his effort. I think it was Gary Neville that said last night. I know Gary Neville said a few weird things last night, but I do agree with this bit, is that if he sorted out his shooting and getting his goal scoring on point, he would probably be one of the best strikers in the league. He'd be up there with Haaland. But I don't think you can drop him, because then it knocks his confidence, and I think that's what he's kind of got, is a bit of a confidence issue. So you can't take him out of the team, because then it'll just make him worse. I don't know what you do with him, guys. I really don't. Like, I know there was some people saying you play him out on the left wing, and play Jota down the middle. I mean, Jota, for me, he's the best finisher we've got in the team, apart from Salah, obviously. But here's Klopp's comments from last night. He said, basically, don't doubt Nunez. It's all fine. Darwin will score, and there's no doubt about it. Look at his assist. Wow. He gets questioned on social media, and that disturbs slightly. Salah is a goal machine, and he will never stop doing these things. He is special. So, I don't know, guys. I want to open the conversation up to you guys. Let me know down below, what do you think we do with Darwin Nunez? I don't know. I don't have answers. I can say I don't know whether we drop him or not. I just think if you drop him, it'll make him worse. Yeah. Let me know down below, guys, what you think we should do with Darwin Nunez. Also, last night as well, the refereeing. And this will kind of tie into Jota as well a little bit, to be fair. The refereeing last night was, again, appalling, I feel like. There was a few calls he got right. I can't believe that it took so long for, was it Joe Linton or Bruno to get booked? Like, in all fairness, he probably should have been sent off before then. I don't know, guys. And then, especially when the PGMLO have to come out afterwards as well and actually tell us why, this is why he didn't get sent off, because it wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity. So he get booked, sorry, because it wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity. I don't know, mate, guys, honestly. Sometimes when they come out and say stuff like that, it's like, there's a mistake there, so that's why you're saying something. If there was no mistake, you wouldn't say, oh. So, yeah, I try to defend the refs as best I can. But, yeah, I feel like last night was just another appalling display involving Liverpool. And then on to Jota. Right, like both penalties were penalties, right? They were. However, the Jota one, for me, he could have kept going. And I know the goalkeeper's come out for Newcastle and basically said that, yeah, I touched him, it's a penalty. But it's so minimal. And I'd like to know myself, and only Jota will know this, is when he made the decision to go down, because it looked like he was still on his feet, and then he kind of thought to himself, maybe, I'm not going to reach that ball. I'm going to go down and get the penalty. I mean, what would have been better? Like, him taking the ball around the goalkeeper and scoring? Like, you'd think that if any footballer would prefer that rather than getting a penalty. So then I'm kind of questioning myself, where, like, was the contact more than what it looked like? Because we only see it, obviously, on the screen. We don't feel it ourselves. So, I don't know. And then you obviously see Ian Wright and Alan Shearer coming out and basically saying he's a disgrace as a striker or something like that. Like, they've seen it all now, because a player would rather win a penalty than score a goal in an open net. I just don't think he'd have that mentality about him with Jota, I think he would prefer to score the goal, I'm not going to lie, it helped my fantasy football team to see Salah score again. But yeah, weird one, guys. But yeah, anyway, let me know down in the comments below, guys, what do you think about the game last night and the decisions, the Nunez question, what we doing with Nunez, guys? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.